Agents of Wisdom, welcome back. Today we unlock a story so powerful, so unbelievable, that it will change the way you see wisdom forever. What if I told you there was a man whose wisdom was so intense, kings, queens, and rulers left their nations just to hear him speak? But what if I also told you that same wisdom led to his destruction? That his greatest gift became his greatest curse? And what if I told you that same wisdom is still being ignored today? This is the untold story of Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, and the tragic secret that destroyed him. One night, Solomon was young, uncertain, and about to rule a mighty nation. Then the impossible happened. The Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream and said, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." 1Kings 5.
Wait, what? God, the creator of the universe, offered Solomon anything he wanted? Can you imagine that?
He could have asked for power, riches, fame, but instead, he asked for this: "Give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong." 1Kings 3:9. And in that moment, everything changed. One day, two prostitutes came to the king and stood before him. One of them said, "Pardon me, my lord. This woman and I live in the same house, and I had a baby while she was there with me. The third day after my child was born, this woman also had a baby. We were alone. There was no one in the house but the two of us. During the night, this woman's son died because she lay on him. So she got up in the middle of the night and took my son from my side, while I, your servant, was asleep. She put him by her breast and put her dead son by my breast. The next morning, I got up to nurse my son, and he was dead. But when I looked at him closely in the morning light, I saw that it wasn't the son I had born. Two women, one baby, no witnesses, and both women claimed to be the mother." Then Solomon did something unthinkable. He called for a sword, cut the baby in two, and give each woman a piece. 1Kings 3:25. Was the wisest man alive really about to execute a baby? Then one woman screamed, "No, give the baby to her." The woman whose son was alive was deeply moved out of love for her son. But the other said, "Neither I nor you shall have him. Cut him in two." Then the king gave his ruling: "Give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother." And with that single moment, Solomon's wisdom became legendary. Then, a powerful queen from a distant land, a journey across vast deserts, a test of wisdom unlike anything the world had ever seen. The Queen of Sheba had heard rumors of Solomon's unparalleled wisdom, but she wasn't convinced. Could this king truly be as wise as they claimed, or was he just another ruler with a silver tongue? Determined to uncover the truth, she traveled over 1,500 miles, from the heart of Sheba, modern-day Ethiopia or Yemen, to the gates of Jerusalem. And when she arrived, she brought with her a challenge: riddles, questions, and puzzles that no mere mortal could answer. Question after question, riddle after riddle, mystery after mystery. Solomon answered them all, without hesitation. His wisdom left the Queen of Sheba utterly speechless. And then came the moment that shocked the world. The Queen of Sheba, ruler of a great and powerful kingdom, bowed before Solomon, acknowledging that his wisdom was truly from God. Before she left, she gifted Solomon 120 talents of gold, over $250 million in today's value, rare spices, and precious stones. Never before had Jerusalem seen such an offering. But what did the Queen of Sheba learn that day? She learned that true wisdom, real divine wisdom, comes from God alone. This legendary visit was more than just a royal meeting. It was a testament to the power of godly wisdom to humble even the greatest rulers of the earth. Comment below. What do you think the Queen of Sheba took away from her encounter with Solomon? Let's discuss. King Solomon wasn't just wise, he was filthy rich. His wealth was beyond imagination. But here's the mystery. When his kingdom fell, all that wealth vanished. The Bible tells us Solomon received 666 talents of gold every year. 1Kings 10:14. That's over $2.2 billion worth of gold annually. And this was just from gold. It didn't include taxes, trade profits, and tributes from other nations. Solomon built a kingdom so wealthy that silver was considered worthless in his day. 1Kings 10:21. His palace? A fortress of gold, ivory, and cedar. His fleets brought gold, silver, ivory, peacocks, and rare gems from distant lands. But when Solomon died, something unthinkable happened. His entire fortune disappeared. Where did it all go? Some say it was buried beneath the ruins of the Temple of Solomon. Others believe it was secretly transported to Ethiopia. And some historians think the Vatican itself holds Solomon's lost treasures. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church claims they guard the Ark of the Covenant, said to be brought there during Solomon's reign. Could Solomon's lost treasure be hidden there too? Or could it still be buried deep beneath the ruins of Jerusalem, waiting to be discovered? And here's the wildest theory. What if Solomon's treasure was never lost? What if powerful forces have kept it hidden all along? Comment below. Where do you think Solomon's treasure is? Ethiopia, the Vatican, or buried in Jerusalem? This mystery remains unsolved. But one thing is certain. The legacy of Solomon's wealth will continue to baffle historians, treasure hunters, and Bible scholars for generations to come. Solomon had everything: wisdom, riches, power. But what if I told you his greatest mistake destroyed his entire legacy? Despite his divine wisdom, Solomon made a devastating mistake. He allowed his love for foreign women to compromise his faith. He took 700 wives and 300 concubines, many from nations that worshipped false gods. And in time, he turned his heart away from the Lord. He built high places for Ashtoreth, Moloch, and Chemosh, gods of abomination. And because of this, the Lord tore the kingdom from him. Imagine this. God personally appeared to Solomon twice. Yet, even after these divine encounters, Solomon turned away. If the wisest man in history could be led astray, how much more should we be careful? His downfall was a warning, a prophecy of what happens when wisdom is not paired with obedience. Comment below. What do you think was Solomon's greatest mistake? Let's discuss. The final lesson from Solomon's life is not just about wealth or wisdom. It's about faithfulness to God. Because wisdom without obedience leads to destruction. Agents of wisdom, Solomon's story is a lesson for all of us. The wisest man in history made one mistake. He let his heart turn away from God. And in the end, wisdom without obedience meant nothing. The truth is, wealth fades, power crumbles, and knowledge alone cannot save us. But faithfulness to God lasts for eternity. So now I ask you, you seek wisdom and remain faithful? Or will you let the distractions of this world lead you astray? Comment below. What is the greatest lesson from Solomon's life? Let's discuss. This is not just a story, it's a warning for all of us. Because in the end, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of true wisdom. Proverbs 9:10. If this video gave you new insight, smash that like button, subscribe for more powerful Bible revelations, and share this with someone who needs to hear this today. Thank you for watching, Agents of Wisdom. Stay strong, stay faithful, and always seek the truth. See you in the next video, where we discuss more of Solomon's wealth, wisdom, and his relationship with Queen Sheba.